Hey guys, what's up? It's Rebecca here, only black girl checking in. How you guys doing? And no, it's been a minute. We're not gonna talk about it, okay? We're just gonna forget that because y'all not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Juneteenth. What's up? I wanted to talk about Juneteenth because obviously June 19th is coming up, and a lot of people still don't really understand what Juneteenth is, especially the white people. Juneteenth is something that has been gaining popularity over the years. It's something that's been coming more to light as we've been educating a lot of people, and as the internet has picked it up, and there's been a lot more information about it. So it is kind of slowly gaining a reputation as like a legitimate holiday, mainstream holiday, I would say. It's been a legitimate holiday for black people, becoming more recognized mainstream. So I kind of just want to talk a little bit about what Juneteenth is and why you should care about it, whether you're black or not. Pretty simple. Juneteenth is what is known as the Black Independence Day. For most black and brown people, July 4th ain't it. Okay, July 4th, 1776, when y'all's old white people signed the Declaration of Independence saying, oh my God, y'all, we left our country and oh my God, we free from nothing. We don't freed ourselves, y'all. Well, y'all were free from nothing that was oppressing you. Y'all were still enslaving black and brown people. Black people specifically, and oppressing other brown people. You had already killed a whole bunch of natives and removed them from their land. You know, Asian people were in internment camps. You know, took away all of Mexico. Like, y'all celebrating this holiday that basically celebrates white people being free at the cost of oppressing brown people. Y'all's 4th of July basically celebrates white people patting themselves on the back for freeing themselves from something that was never actually really oppressing them, to coming over to somebody else's land, stealing that land, killing everybody, oppressing everybody, making slaves, and then all of a sudden they want to throw themselves a party because apparently that's freedom. So, as you can probably surmise, most black and brown people don't really fuck with the 4th of July because it's kind of bullshit and it really only celebrates white people, white history. So, that being said, Juneteenth is specifically recognized in the black community. It actually originated out of Galveston, Texas, because for us, as I said, July 4th is kind of bullshit, but specifically during July 4th, black people were still slaves. It's kind of hard for us to celebrate a holiday that's about independence and it's about freedom when y'all were literally still enslaving us and forcing us to fight for this country that enslaves us. As most of you guys also know, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863. That also wasn't really the end of slavery. So the way Juneteenth came about was on June 19th, 1865, which, if you will note, is 2 years after the Emancipation was actually signed. Basically, a messenger from the government kind of made his way down south and was like, hey guys, I know it's been 2.5 years, but we just forgot to tell you guys that slavery is like over. You know, so our bad. We know, the rest of the country has been like free. Pop a bottle of champagne, you know how you get with that brown liquor girl, you just get into it and you just be forgetting things. So we just came to tell you, I know it's 2.5 years later, don't worry about it. We just came to tell you that slavery's over. Okay? All right, bye now. We call it Juneteenth is literally the official end of slavery. Now, obviously, we know that, yeah, you could sign a paper and say slavery is over, but really that wasn't the end of slavery for black people in America. It was the official, legal, air quotes, end of slavery. July 4th, that you guys celebrate, that white people or the country of America in general celebrates and recognizes as Independence Day, where pretty much nobody else but white people were free. And then there's the day, it's not really a national holiday, but it is recognized as the end of slavery, right when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. But that's not true, because most of the South was still enslaved until 2.5 years later. So Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865, is recognized as Juneteenth as a celebration of the official end of slavery. And that's why we celebrate it. And like I said, like it's official end of slavery with an asterisk. Like, we know it's not really the end of all things black oppression and slavery in America. There's a lot of bullshit that came after that. But it is a holiday that we recognize as a milestone. So that's why we celebrate it, and that's why I would encourage everybody to stop recognizing July 4th as a holiday, because it's not really a holiday for anybody but white people. And even with white people, I don't know why you would want to celebrate freedom that was just basically oppressing other people. Why would you want to celebrate a holiday that's just based off of you guys killing and terrorizing other people so that you could be free from literally nothing? Nobody was oppressing y'all. Oh my God, oppression of religion. Girl, you were fine. Now that you know the history, what Juneteenth is about, how do you celebrate it? Well, for black people, we just have a party. The same way as most white people celebrate 4th of July, it's the same way that we celebrate. It's for us, it's just a celebration of blackness, of who we are, of just being carefree and black. And it's a day for us to just fellowship and have community. There's a lot of barbecues and get-togethers and just joy. And it's just a celebration. It's a celebration of being black, being able to do the things that we're able to do. There's still a long ways to go, but it's just a celebration of the milestone where we are now. For non-black people, I would encourage you guys to recognize this holiday. It's not, I don't think it's a holiday that should be exclusively to black people. It should be for black people to celebrate, but I believe it should be something that should be a federally recognized holiday. I believe that it should replace the 4th of July. I believe it should replace the recognition of the Emancipation Proclamation, because both of those holidays were bullshit. They weren't real. They weren't a real milestone of anything. I believe Juneteenth should be the real American Independence Day. And with that, I believe for non-black people, I think it's a great time for you to showcase allyship with black people and celebrate with us. Celebrate with us. For non-black people, I think you have more of a responsibility to take this day to really share about what Juneteenth is, to spread more information about it, to go support black businesses. Juneteenth is the only Independence Day, the only Freedom Day, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that I recognize, because it's the only time that my people were actually free. Again, free with an asterisk. With all that being said, that is the history of Juneteenth. That's why it's important for the black community and the black culture to celebrate. A piece of black culture that was very unknown to a lot of people, even within the black community. I didn't learn about Juneteenth till well into college. I know some black people who still are learning about Juneteenth because it's just something that hasn't been taught to us. As we know, history is very whitewashed. It's very handpicked. People don't talk about black history, right? We talk about white history and call it American history. We can't celebrate freedom and independence if people are still being enslaved. So that is all for today's video. You know, I just wanted to come in here and share with y'all the history of Juneteenth as we're coming up on Juneteenth here. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Juneteenth, if you had heard of it before, if it's something that's kind of new to your radar, how you celebrate it, if you do celebrate it, or how you're going to try to contribute to the holiday this year now that you know about it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.